The TV settings you should change for peak performance. The factory settings that are worth diving into the menu maze to change. Welcome to Product Sport, a column and devoted to helping you get the most out of the gadgets and software you already use. If you gotten a new TV recently or just never bothered to dive into its setting whenever you did get it, now is the perfect time to make sure your picture is up to snuff. With so many makes and models on the market, it's thought to provide exact direction for every signal set out there, but we can point you towards the options to look for, even if they're named or applied slightly differently in each case. If you're struck, seek out your manufacturer website for the appropriate manuals. Celebrate the colors and brightness. Your TV will make its best guess about how to show the colors and set the brightness on its display, and most of the time that guess is going to be a pretty good one. Sometimes, however, TVs come with a default settings tuned to the showroom instead of your living room, which result is overstarted to bright picture that will sear your retinas. So dive into your sets, color and brightness setting, and you'll find a lot of variations in terms of the options available depending on the manufacturer, but all the basics should be covered. For example, you just had a picture in setting on most Samsung TVs to start playing around with brightness, contrast, and tint. A search on the web for your specific make and model of TV should turn up some tips from other users about how to configure these settings, and you can also get some very details and very helpful advice from the videos produced by the expert at rating.com. You should also turn off or at least experiment with any settings that attempt to enhance or digitally manipulate the colors on your set. How effective and useful these are will vary between devices, so make yourself aware of the options as your disposal and see if disabling any of them leads to any improvements. Another option to look out for and potentially disable is ambition brightness, where your TV attempts to adjust the brightness on the fly in response to the available light in the room. Sometimes something which can end up giving you a very weird looking picture on some recent Sony sets. For example, this setting is under picture and light sensor disable motion something out of the box. A lot of modern days TVs like to apply what's now as motion smoothing, which works exactly the way is it sounds. It applies some behind the scenes trickery to make fast motion in action films or sports games appear smoother. Es- essen- eh, Essentially, TV sets will create extra frames to pack more frames into each second, which should means less jank and blur. These frames aren't created out of thinner air. They're calculated based on the frames either side. So if a ball is traveling from point A to point B, it should be possible to come up with a midpoint too. The problem is motion smoothing ends up making a lot of movies and TV shows looking homemade or low budget. It's often called the soap opera effect.